An idea is any conception existing in the mind as a result of a mental understanding. Or it's a formulated thought and or an opinion. In Hebrew and in Latin, the word inspire means breathe. Now when you go to Genesis chapter 2 verse 7, this is around the time that God was actually about to form man. Now everything else he spoke into an existence. He spoke, let there be light, let there be dry ground to appear, let there be stars, let there be. So it was always a let there be, but when it came to man, he touched us. So you can say that God first touch was us. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7, well before that of course he said let us make man in our image. That's an idea that he had, that's a thought, and therefore he produced it by forming us. It says that God formed man from the dust of the ground, and he breathed into the nostrils of man the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Remember what I spoke about concerning the word inspire? It means breathe. So God had an idea and he inspired us. I mean, he breathed upon us the breath of life, his breath of life. So he gave us life. To be inspired is to do something by any idea that you have. There's many commentaries and idealists that can look at this verse in Genesis chapter 2 verse 7 when it says he breathed into the nostrils of man the breath of life, not his mouth but his nose. How I look at it personally, I see it as God keeping his mouth shut so he can do the work. Sometimes you get the greatest ideas is when you are quiet. The concept of an idea is very powerful. For an example, in your own house, before you had the opportunity to enjoy the comfort in your own home, it was originally in someone's mind. First, as an idea, then the blueprint, and then the foundation, and soon adding the materials to form the home that you are currently living in. God thought about you first and set an appointed time for you to be born. Most things starts off as a seed. You see, before you became an adult, you was first a seed. And of course, we're not going to get into this per se. You look at a flower. Before it was ever a flower, it was originally a seed. Now let's look at this in the heavenly perspective. You see, God drops seeds of ideas. And once it's planted in your life, just like a seed, it cracks open and it grows. As long as you're doing something and not living an idle or lazy lifestyle. If you've been sitting down for the past week or month, ask yourself, did you do anything productive? Because boredom is a choice. I believe that the many of you that are currently watching this video, soon enough, God is going to plant a lot of ideas in your mind. So be prepared. Have your phone by you. Don't use it as a distraction, but use the notepad on your phone, or just buy a simple small notebook and just currently write your ideas that you have in mind. And soon enough, they will produce something great. God has a need to be a part of your everyday life. In every area of your life, he has a need to be a part of it. Education, your career, your eating habits, exercising, dieting. Like he has every right to be a part of your life. And there is no reason for us to exclude him out of it. Besides, he is the creator. When you invite him into your life, you get the greatest benefits that he can provide for you. Look at fitness trainers, those in person or maybe the ones you have seen online, motivational videos. Look at pediatricians. Look at the magnificent game designers, or even look at the archaeologist, an anime artist designer, a chef, even a film producer. Look at these individuals. If they have never had the idea, matter of fact, if they never done something about it, they would have never achieved purpose or even helping somebody else. It all starts from God. And second, it comes as a seed. Third, it produces something, but it's up to you to actually do something about it. You will be surprised that God will whisper certain ideas into your ear that you can be so great that your sales will reach the pinnacle of achievement. Can you imagine being a chef and God is whispering a certain ingredient, a season that you should use to make your food spicy or tasty? Or even imagine a fitness trainer and he has a certain secret that he wants to share with people in order for an individual to lose weight or to actually gain muscle. These are ideas that God has given us. Not that we can live a lazy and idle life, but to be creative and productive. Inspiration and motivation are like twins because they work together. We all have heard the word hater. It's someone that's disliking someone's success, or that urge to be jealous because someone is doing something that's providing for a lot of people. That individual becomes a hater. So if you look at the acronym for haters, the H represents having. The A represents anger. The T represents towards. The E represents everyone. The R represents reaching. And then the S represents success. So if you put it all together, you will see that it says having anger towards everyone reaching success. Honestly, there is no reason to be angry at someone's reaching success when God has given you your own, has given you ideas to inspire, to breathe life into the world. But you first have to have that within yourself first. And then you're able to spread that out. Get what I'm saying? Invite God in. That's the best advice I can give anyone. It's not just about the benefits, but it's just knowing that you have a creator as your friend. When you invite him in, you get the greatest thing ever. And it's a promise that adds to it. Many promises. Whenever God was ready to appoint someone, especially kings, they was first anointed. So you have those two words, appointed and anointed. Like kings, they were anointed by pouring oil over their heads, and that oil flows right down to their entire being. Now, in the same way, God pours upon you ideas, and those ideas come in the form of inspiration. It all starts from heaven, directly from the throne of God. That is where you get your ideas from.